Someone's about to get T-wrecked!
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the FansToys Grinder. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, usually I would take a quick look at the packaging, but since this is a test shot that was sent to me by FansToys, I don't have the packaging for it, but I do have an empty can of cat food. Chicken and tuna. Natty loves this stuff. Anyway, so moving right... Ow! That hurt. That hurt my ears. Anyway, so moving right along, here we have Grinder, which is FansToys' take on a masterpiece Grimlock. And you're probably already saying, hey, EmGo, isn't there already a masterpiece Grimlock? Yes, yes there is. But I'll get into why this is and is not necessary at the end of the review. But first, let's take a look at the toy here. So here is Grinder, or Grimlock, and we'll get in close here. So we can take a look at that big old dino noggin of his. Very nice head sculpt. Looks very good, very Grimlocky, very cartoony. He has a nice chromed blue eyes there. He does have some nice chromed out teeth. Very nicely done. Even the inside of his mouth is all chromed out. The bottom and the top of the mouth is all chromed out, which is nice. He does have the little flip out flamethrower there, which is on a swivel. Pretty cool. And he does have the transparent neck there with the gold chrome underneath, a la the G1 toy, which is very nice. And going down the body here, you can see he's got his little silver arms, got his little chromed out claws there. Got some silver detailings there. You do have some nice paint apps here on the side with the silver and the red and the black. And you got some more of that gold chrome going around his belly there. And going down the legs, you got those spots of the transparent plastic with the gold chrome underneath. Some more paint apps there on the legs, some detail on the legs. Got the gold chromed claws right there. And on the back here, you do have some nice molded details as well. And going down the back, you get some transparent red and green. You get some blues. You get some more of those silvers and grays. The chromed tail, it's very nice. And the underside, take a look at the underside here. There you go. Very nice and clean. Now, articulation-wise, his head can swivel. It can do a full 360. It can move up that far on a ratchet joint. That's as far down as it goes. The mouth can open and close. Very wide on a nice ratchet joint. Again, you have that flamethrower, which is on a hinge as well. His arms can do a full 360. They can go up and down. He does have an elbow joint that actually goes both ways, which is weird, but okay. His little hands are on a ball joint, so they can move in. They can move up a little bit. You get full rotation. Each of his little claws are individually articulated. Each one is on its own hinge there. So you have that. His legs can do a full 360 on a nice ratchet. You get that much outward movement. You get a swivel. You get somewhat of a knee joint. You don't get too much knee bend here. That's pretty much all you're going to get. If you move this joint forward a little bit, you can get a little bit more bend, but not too much. And each claw is on its own hinge. So you can move them up, you can move them down. As well as this back claw here, you can move that up and move that down. So there you go. But how you want this section articulated is you want this all the way back like that, as a proper orientation for his legs. And the tail can waggle from side to side and even can move up a little bit down. So a little bit of wiggly waggly movement there. So there you go. So let's get down to some comparisons. I guess first thing we'll do is we'll just bring in the other FansToys Dinobots here and see if we can get a very nice group shot going. So let's just put Grinder here. We got Swoop there. Let's bring in Sludge. Bring in Snarl. And we'll get Slag in here. And there you go. There you have your FansToys Masterpiece Dinobots. And that looks really freaking cool. Very, very nice set. They look good together. Very good. Very well done, in my opinion. So there you go. There you go. And these guys are heavy. This is a lot of... These guys ain't no joke. This is a lot of heavy dino going on here. But I do quite like it. Now we'll bring him back to the forefront here. Just because here is X-Transbots Wheelie. You can see how he looks there. With the third-party Wheelie. And there he is with the Titans Returns Wheelie. So you can see how he scales there. There you go. He's just a little guy. And here he is with the official Masterpiece Grimlock, and you can see that he is way bigger and chunkier than the official Masterpiece Grimlock there. He has some legitimate height and some width to him, so yeah. See how they look together. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. And of course, here he is with the G1 Grimlock, because it's precious. Grimlocking precious. So there you have that. Now there are some accessories for Dino Mode. You get some optional parts for him. You do get an extra set of eyes here that are done in red, which is very nice. And to swap out the eyes, you want to rip off the whole top of his skull, and then you just pop this off, like there, and you just plug the eyes back on. Oh my, always forget which way these go. Nope, they go the other way. Well, I was right the first time. I was right the first time. There we go. And you pop that on, put the top of his head back on, and voila, now he has red angry eyes. There you go. So you can do that. And you also get an optional top of the head. And you get this piece right here. And when you plug it in, it gives him... This has a little bit... This does have a little bit of trouble kind of sitting in flush. This is a test shot, mind you, so hopefully that's something that will be tweaked for the final, but this doesn't sit exactly flush. But you can see here, this gives him... eyebrows? I don't know really. I'm sure this is referencing something. I don't know what it is, but it gives him like eyebrows. So you can have that look going if you want. So totally up to you how you want to display him. As I always say, your toy, display it however you wish. Right? Right. But me personally, I do prefer the blue eyes. I like my dinos all blue-eyed. Oh, blue eyes, like Frank Sinatra. There you go. I'm gonna make you look like Sinatra. Anyway. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So, the first thing you want to do is you want to come to the central section here. And these sections right here, you want to slide them back like that. I'm doing this first because I always forget to do this. So slide those panels back first. And once you've done that, now we can work on the upper section right here. So you just want to take his head and you want to bring it all the way up and then just pull this back. And you see how that just tabs in right there. Bring that back and then you can open up his chestial region. Just bring that back. And then this section right here, where the head is, you just bring all that up. And you want to then come back here. You just want to take what will be his robot mode foot and just bring this back. And that will unpeg that peg from that port right there. Just do that. This one already came undone for me. Just make sure all that's unpegged. And now this bit works just like the Masterpiece Grimlock, where you just take this assembly and it swings up and the arms will swing up with it. And then you just lock that in place. That will lock into place. So hear a little click there. You can just take the dino head and just bring that flush against his back. And at this point now, you can just take this whole assembly here, just bring that down. And these two tabs right here will go into these slots right there. Tab that in, right there. There you go. So now we will work on the lower section right now. So you just want to split all of this right down the middle, like that. tip of the tail is very, very tight. There we go. So just unpeg all of that. Again, make sure these are up and out of the way. And just kind of get the legs spread out here so you have room to work. And now you want to open up this panel right here. First thing you want to do though is you want to slide this out. All this will slide out like that. And that allows you to then open this up. And then you can take this and swing this down like that. And once you've done that, you then want to take the tail and it will, let me come down here. The tail will untab right here, fold that down, and then take the very tip of the tail and that will fold up like that. And once you've done that, all this will just fold down into the leg itself. And then you can close up the leg like that. And then you can take this section right here, bring that back. There's a panel right here. You open that up, fold that back, and that completely closes up that foot there. And once you've done that, you just rotate the leg at this swivel right here. And there you go. You got a leg all done. Second verse, guess what? Much like the first. Pretty much exactly like the first. Actually, it is exactly like the first. So just slide that out, open that up, and swing this down. And then you just untab that, fold that up, fold that in, close that up, bring that back, open that up, swivel the legs, and there you have the lower body all done. So let's get back up here. Hey, Grimlock, how you doing, buddy? So now we can bring the arms down. You do want to extend this joint right here. And once you've done that, let me come back down here again. You just want to open up this panel right here. And just flip the hands out. Just do get a little stuck. There we go. Close that back up. There you go. Same thing on the other side. You just open that up. Flip out his hand. Close that up. And extend that elbow right there. Bring that down. The wings, you can angle these however you want, and they are, you do get one click of upward movement there, so you can bring them up, angle them however you want. Got the nice ratchet joint going on there. And I believe we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. And there you go. There you have Grinder in his robot mode. And he definitely looks like a Grimlock, but a very nice Grimlock. Very cool looking. In my opinion, I do quite like him. My only real complaint with his robot mode is I wish his waist, like this section here, was a bit wider, because he does have a really wide chest and then it's just so that's my only real complaint, is I just wish this midsection was a bit wider, but I guess it had to be the size just for the sake of how the transformation works. But I do wish this was, you know, like a bit wider, just to fill him out just a little bit more. It's my only real complaint. But let's get in close here on that dino noggin of his. Very nice head sculpt, very cartoony. Looks good. Got the nice chromed visor right there. Looks very nice. Very simple, but it's pretty much Grimlock's head design. And you got the transparent plastic right there. You also have a little spot molded there for a repro label. You get that nice gold chrome. Here, you got some silver detailings. And the detailings on the legs, which we've already seen. You do have some detailings on the inside of the legs, some of which are picked out in paint, which is very nice. Right there, right there. And I like how you don't see the tail. I like how this panel covers up all of the tail. So his legs are very, very clean once they're transformed, and I really like that. That's very, very nicely done, in my opinion. A little squeaky, but nicely done. There's the back. I mean, the backpack is a typical Grimlock backpack, the dino head and the wings. So, you know, nothing out of the ordinary there. And his little arms here, you can kind of just do what you want with those. But there you go. Now, articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. You get a little bit of wiggly-waggly. Me Grimlock! Me Grimlock! You can do that. You can look up, like, squirrel! You know, dino squirrel! You can do that. You can look down a bit. Of course, you get full rotation. The arms can do a full 360. Of course, the wings do kind of start to get in the way, but you can get pretty good rotation. Outward movement that far. You do have a bicep swivel. You do have a double jointed elbow there, so you get a very nice deep bend there at the elbow. Of course, these claws you can kind of angle these back if you want. Totally up to you what you want to do with those. The hands, you do have a wrist swivel. The hands are articulated as well. The thumb is on a ball joint at the base, as well as a hinge here, and each finger is on a hinge at the base and a hinge there. So there are your joints right there for your fingers. He does have a ratcheted waist joint. You only get 1-2 clicks of rotation before this section here gets in the way, and there's no way to move that out of the way that I know of. No, because that's all one solid piece. So you only get 2 clicks of rotation there on the waist joint, but still, you get a bit of rotation. The legs can go forward that far. He can high kick. He can do a big boot to somebody. Old Diesel style. You can go back that much. Outward movement. You can do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel. He does have 90 degrees of a bend up the knee. He does have a swivel below the knee. Very squeaky. That's a squeaky swivel. A swivel of squeakness. Is that annoying you? I'm going to do it more. There you go. That hurt me a little bit. And the feet can move up some. They can move down a little bit. But you get a lot more upward movement, and you get pretty decent ankle tilt there. So there you go. And again, the wings on that ratcheting hinge there, so you can angle these however you want. And if you want them that 1 click up or that 1 click down, totally up to you. So there you go. Bring them forward. And the inside of the wings too even have a lot of molded detail in them, and it's also picked down in paint. You got red and blue and silver in there, and some of that gray in there, and that looks really nice. They even, you know, took the time to mold the inside of his wings. That's pretty cool. Even though they're not really wings, they're just, you know, his dino chest panels there, but I call them wings just because they look like wings in robot mode. But anyway. Now he does include accessories for his robot mode, of course. He does have his sword, which is very, very G1 with the transclearance red blade right there and the red chrome. And it does have the light up feature. You have the button right there, you push it and it will light up. Lights up pretty good. Of course my lights are kind of, you know, drowning it out, but it lights up pretty good right there. So he has a sword. He does have his gun right there, which again, very G1 Grimlocky gun. And that also has the light up feature. You have the button right here, push it, and you get the pum, 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 pum. They start to stagger there. Pum, 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 rapid fire, pum, 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 pum. I can do this all day. Pum, 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 pum. Anyway, so now I don't know if the batteries for these will be included. I did not get batteries with the test shots. I did have to get these myself. They use 377 batteries, so you will need 2 for the gun and 2 for the sword. To install the batteries into the gun, there's just this panel right back here. You just open it up, and there are the batteries. For the sword, you will have to actually take the sword apart. It's just these 5 screws. Just undo the 5 screws. And be careful because there are wires in here, so be careful when you're taking this apart. Do it very carefully. And yeah, you just open up the sword, pop the batteries in, screw it back together, and you get your light up action. So, there you go. And of course, he can hold his weapons, as a thing that holds weapons should. As usual, it's kind of the standard thing. You have the tabs on either side of the handle, so he can hold it in his left or his right hand. Just plug that in. He doesn't hold the weapons super securely. The tabs the tabs are not really, you know, that good. You can see I have it tabbed in, but they don't really hold in securely. Hopefully that is something that will be tweaked for the final. Hopefully they should tweak this for the final. They better tweak this for the final. Anyway, but once you wrap his fingers around it, I mean, his fingers are plenty tight, so once you wrap his fingers around it, I mean, he's not dropping that. So there you go. So at least his fingers are tight enough to hold to have a good grip on it. And just put the sword in the other hand here. You want to make sure his thumb is down. And now the sword he does hold a bit more solidly. That tabs in a lot better, as you can see. Like his hand is wide open, and I knocked that out myself with my hand. But actually, you can feel the friction when you tab that in. You can see his hand is wide open, and he's holding it just fine. So the sword actually tabs in a bit better, probably because the chrome thickened up that tab enough. But there you go. So hopefully just little things like that get tweaked for the final. There you go. There you have him holding his weapons. And of course, what is Grimlock without his crown? That's right. The Grimlock King. That's right. So here is his gold chromed crown, which is die-cast. And very nicely done. Right there. And you just pop that on his head. Boop, there you go. Me Grimlock King. That's right. And he looks very kingly, very royal, very regal, very Grimlocky. Very kingy, Grimlocky. Grimlocky, kingy. That's right. That's what you are. That's what you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. There you go. And you do also get an alternate head for Grimlock right here. You get an alternate head with the red visor, if you wish. So, if you want to swap out the head, you just want to loosen these two screws right here. It is on a ball joint, but you do have to loosen these two screws, and then you just pop the head off, pop a new one on, tighten the screws, and you're good to go. So that's how you do that. So if you want them with red or blue eyes, totally up to you. But there you go. So there you have that. Now for comparison, here he is with the official Masterpiece Grimlock. So you can see he is definitely a lot taller and a lot chunkier than the official Masterpiece Grimlock. Now right now Grimlock doesn't have the scoria booties on, so this is him without the scoria booties, and now we'll put the scoria booties on him. And there he is with the scoria booties. And still, the FansToys Grimlock is a lot bigger. So, yeah, I have that. Here he is with Masterpiece Optimus Prime, MP10. You can see how they look together, and that looks good. That to me looks like a very good scale, as far as I'm concerned anyway. So, yeah, that definitely works for me, because Grimlock should be bigger than Optimus Prime. So, there you go. And here he is with G1 Grimlock, because it's pressure. She's like a little wobbly, but it's still pressure. And now let's bring in the other FansToys Dinobots, and let's see if we can get all these guys in frame. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, and by fun I mean not. It's not, because these guys are all really big, and they all have wings, and, okay, we'll try. We'll try. We'll try. We'll try. Let's get Sludge right there. Swoop. Swoop. Move your hand in. There we go. There goes Swoop. Hey, eyes up front. There you go. There you go. There you have your FansToys Dino. Ah! He passed out. He's emotional. He's too emotional. He's too emotional over this reunion. Come on, Swoop. Me Swoop no see nothing because you're flat on your face. That's why. Try getting up. But anyway, there you have your FansToys Dinobots all together. And again, very, very nice looking set, man. These guys look cool. Very cool. Very well done, in my opinion. So there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now, I'm going to move Grimlock out of the way for a little bit because you do get some replacement parts for your other Dinobots. So we'll bring Swoop back in here. Now, for Swoop, you get 2 of these replacement parts right here. And what these are is they are these clips right here. Now, these clips are plastic. And apparently these have been breaking on people, but these replacement clips are die-cast. These are metal, so these will not break on you. So you get some nice die-cast clips to replace the plastic ones on Swoop. You will have to take the leg apart to swap these, but there you go. You get replacement clips for Swoop. And you also get a new face for Swoop, because some people were complaining about the face sculpts on these guys. And yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest face sculpt, but I never had a problem with it. But he does get a new face sculpt right here, so you can see how they look side by side. So there you have the regular stern face, which does look a lot better. And you turn it around, and he has the he still has that face going on. So there you go. So you can swap the face out if you like. So there you have that for Swoop. And you also get a whole new head for Snarl here. Let's get up here. See his noggin better. Yeah, you get a whole new head for Snarl here. If you wish, you can see it is a totally different sculpt there for the helmet and a different face sculpt, which does look a lot better. So you can swap that out and have a nice new face on Snarl if you wish. And you get a new mouthpiece for Slag. So if you didn't like his mouth, if you got a problem with his mouth, if you just hate his mouth, if you just want to slap him in the mouth, guess what? You get a new mouth now. So you can see here. See the difference there. And again, it does look a lot better. So there you go. You can totally just swap that out, and all will be right with the world. So there you go. You get some replacement parts for your other dinos. So let's bring Grimlock back in, and just for one more comparison, just because here he is with the X-Transbots wheelie and the Titans Returns wheelie that matters to you. There they go. They're just little guys. So there you have that. So there you go. There you have Grinder, FansToys Grimlock. A very cool figure. Very well done. Like I said, my only real complaint is I just wish that, this section was a bit wider, just, kind of filled him out a little bit more. My only real complaint, just the tab plugging into the hand here for the gun needs to be a little bit tighter. But other than that, I mean, everything works very well. He transforms very cleanly. I don't have any major complaints, just little aesthetic, just an aesthetic complaint, and just, a little tolerance complaint there. But nothing detrimental by any means. But yeah, overall, very cool toy. Now, the million-dollar question is this. Do you need to buy this? Well, the answer to that question is yes and no, and let me explain. If you are perfectly fine with Masterpiece Grimlock, if you can put the Scoria booties on him, and you think he looks perfect with the FansToys Dinobots, well, then you're good. You're set. You have your Dinobots, and you don't need to buy this. But if you were like some other people who felt that Masterpiece Grimlock needed to be a bit bigger, a bit bulkier to fit in with the set, then this is something you might want to take a look at. So it really just boils down to whether or not you feel Masterpiece Grimlock fits in with this set. But either way, I think this figure is very well done. Like I said, I have my little nitpicks, but nothing detrimental. Overall, I think this guy is a very cool toy, very nicely done, very solid. He looks great. He feels great, He does have some die-cast in him. He has some die-cast here in the feet, this section here, and also in this section here is die-cast here. So he does have a little bit of heft to him. He doesn't weigh as much as Galvatron. Sovereign actually weighs more than Grimlock, which is funny. But yeah, he still does have his heft to him as well. But yeah, overall, very nice, very solid, very sturdy figure. Like I said, I have my little nitpicks, but nothing detrimental. Overall, still a very well done figure. But of course, that is just my opinion. The real question is, what do you think of this figure? Do you think this is a good toy? Do you think this is worth your hard-earned dollars? Because after all, it is your money, and the final decision and final judgment is ultimately yours to make. So there you go. So if you would like a Grinder, any of FansToys' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the FansToys Grinder, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.
Grimlock, I need you and your Dinobots to help us defeat the Decepticons. Me, Grimlock, no have to listen to you. Me, Grimlock King. Wait, who made you king? Me, Grimlock. Oh, so because you made yourself king, you don't have to follow orders? Now Optimus Prime learning. You smarter than you look. Oh, I have such a good comeback for that, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. Will you help us, please? Talk to the crown. That's not even a real crown. It's made of paper. You got it at Burger King. Somehow in your size.